I talked in another video about why we love using fabric napkins, and today I thought I'd give a very quick tutorial on how to sew them. One of the fun parts about sewing your own napkins is that you get to pick the size. So when I researched online, a lot of stores sell a size 20 by 20 napkin, but I rarely stick to that size. I have some that are, this one's only 14 inches by 14. I have some that are 17 or 18. I've also sewn some very small ones that we keep in the car, but generally the napkins are square and you can pick the size you like. I also love mixing and matching fabrics, especially so I don't have to find enough fabric to make 4 matching napkins. That makes it much easier to reuse fabric pieces I have or upcycle other fabrics. I try to look for fabrics that look similar on the front and the back. So for instance, this one, it's a little bit stained, but this one, as you can see, the front and the back side are almost identical. There are some that have different backs, but I find that if it's a solid back, it still usually looks pretty good. So just make sure that you're okay with how the back of the fabric looks, because it will be seen. Remember when choosing fabrics to choose natural fabrics when you can, linens, organic cottons, but mostly the best kinds of fabrics are the ones you already have around the house. Things from old clothes or bed sheets or tablecloths that are too damaged in parts to be passed along to someone else can be reused for projects like these. Once you have your squares cut out, it's really very simple. I know that some people who have learned to sew in classes might do this a little more formally and iron things down, but once I have my fabric cut out, I honestly just go to the machine, and once I've cut off all the extra bits, I just fold it down twice as I'm sewing. And when I get to a corner, I fold that one down over so the corners can meet. And that's it. Sewing fabric napkins is a perfect project if you're just learning to sew because it's very simple. It does get a little tedious if you're making a bunch at once. I don't personally love sewing straight lines, but it's really simple. I timed myself earlier today making one, and without rushing or anything like that, it took about 3.5 minutes to sew a napkin. So if you think about how long these napkins can last you and how much they cost if you buy them new, it's really so worth it. Obviously, I know that with sewing, it's not just those 3.5 minutes, it's picking out the fabric, and it's washing the fabric and cutting it and getting your thread, making sure the bobbin is loaded. But once you get to sewing, it's really very fast and very simple. If you don't have a sewing machine and you really want to give it a try, I have a couple of thoughts. You could ask friends or family. A lot of people who have sewing machines don't use them very often, so asking to borrow one for a day or a week is always a possibility. I know that some libraries have programs where instead of just checking out books and CDs and DVDs, they will also check out items for the kitchen or for outdoors, and I've seen libraries that check out sewing machines that you can use your library card to check out the sewing machine for 2 or 3 weeks. Not only are sewing fabric napkins a very simple project and a great way to practice your sewing, but they are also something that I think you will enjoy and that can benefit our world in a positive way. I hope you enjoy trying this out. Thank you so much for watching.